Hi. Hello. We just got back from seeing Chainsaw Man, the movie Reze Arc, and we wanted to share our thoughts.
That's Jeff. I'm Yazzie. Come on, professional YouTuber. Get it together.
I feel like people watching us do a review of an anime movie probably know who we are.
No one knows who I am anymore because I'm dead.
No, everybody knows who you are now. You're the Satsusugu girl.
That's so f***ing true, bros. That's so f***ing true. That's so f***ing true, bros. Anyway.
If you guys aren't on TikTok, Yazzie's kind of a celebrity there now.
Don't be silly. Now you're being silly.
You've been stopped more than me.
Now you're being silly. We saw Chainsaw Man. We saw Chainsaw Man.
We saw Chainsaw Man.
I know nothing about you. No, that's not true. I can't say I know nothing, right? Because I do.
You have had me obsessively talk about it to you.
Yes, I've watched your videos on it. And of course I have like friends who are into it too. So like I see it on my Twitter feed, both in the discourse way, I see it on my feed, but also I have friends who like intelligently talk about it on Twitter, right? I got mutuals who have intelligent conversations about it on Twitter. So I've seen, right? I'm not like I have no idea what this is, but I have never read or watched Chainsaw Man.
Yes. Which I thought actually gives us a chance to have like a good split perspectives conversation, because obviously I'm a little bit obsessed with Chainsaw Man. I don't know if you can tell. I really like the manga. I have been a fan of the manga since literally the first chapter dropped. Yeah, I thought we could have two good perspectives on this. Like, I'm a hardcore fan and you're the prototypical new anime fan who has just heard of Chainsaw Man through the grapevine, and like it's in movie theaters now. It's getting its Demon Slayer moment. So maybe it would make a new fan out of you, or at least we can see how effective the movie is at acting as an entry point for somebody who's not familiar. And also, I want to know what you thought about it.
I like Beam.
Beam is
I like
great.
Beam. That's it. That's my only comment. I like Beam.
Beam is the best. If that's all you took away from the movie, you have amazing taste.
That's the only comment I have. And now to Jeff.
Really? That's it? Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. So...
Obviously you liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it.
Whoa. Wait, I'm actually surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like an 8 out of 10. That's spoilers.
Better than the IGN guy they're all cooking right now. He gave it a 7. I just looked. He gave it a 7.
Yeah.
And they're cooking him for that, so be careful with your 8.
I mean, I actually think a 7's pretty reasonable.
His reasoning was
it
suspicious.
I haven't read the IGN thing.
Never read the IGN thing.
Yeah. But I'd also give the regular, like the main TV anime an 8 out of 10. And this is like a high 8 out of 10. And that's like a low 8 out of 10, like 8.5, I would say, for this. But it's still like, it just didn't hit the same way that the manga did for me. And having read the manga already, I went in with very high expectations, and like I was very impressed with the visuals. I was very, very impressed, with the acting and the general like presentation. But I was kind of dingy in the movie theater, not crying and feeling like maybe I should be crying, and being like, this isn't doing it for me. And it, like, when I read the manga, when I read the Reze Arc in the manga, it got me, right? It really made me cry. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good movie. I would recommend seeing it, and I think that, like, if you are anime only, it'll probably hit a little harder for you. But, like...
Interesting.
I
had already said this on our walk home, but I don't have a rating for it. I'm not able to like come up with a rating, if that makes sense. It doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't at all.
I just don't have one. I don't have very strong feelings about it. Not in like a bad way. I enjoyed it. I did not find myself wondering when it would end. I did not check my watch at any point.
Yeah.
Even though I knew what time it was going to end at, I did not check my watch at any point. Like I was engaged the entire time, right? Like, but it did not leave me walking away thinking I'm going to go read or watch Chainsaw Man.
Which is a shame, because I really want you to read Chainsaw Man.
Sorry.
I think it would change your life. You know, Fujimoto talks all the time about how great Yaoi is. And
I also know he could float, so he scares me a bit. I don't trust that man.
Only once, though. He only did it once.
See, I know a thing or two about Chainsaw Man.
You know the author comments because they're unhinged.
Yeah.
You know that time that he ate his and his girlfriend's goldfish. But you don't know the story of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, like I will say, like I could follow what was going on.
Yeah.
I never at any point was like, what the I guess the only thing they never explained was how what the point of Aki's. Like, they explained literally everybody else's powers, I guess, except for Aki's.
Yeah.
I mean, they explained his future
sight,
but not the other thing that other people can use.
Oh, the fox thing.
Yeah.
So he's part of a squad that
I didn't ask.
has a contract.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Go ahead and tell me. I'm just noticing. I'm like, most movies do a good job of, like, as long as you're actively engaged in the movie, and like anime movies, and paying attention to it, then you as a random person who walked in can understand what's going on. And they did do that. I understood everything about everybody and all that I needed to understand. Though I just realized nobody explained that part to me. But that's fine. Didn't really affect anything.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the fox devil just makes pact with lots of different devil hunters. It's like kind of one of the basic powers that lots of people have. It's like a low-cost devil contract, and you go Kon.
I got that. That's what I'm saying. I got that.
That's all you have.
But see, they didn't. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. But the thing is, like, it didn't like how the bomb lady tasted.
Yeah.
So it kind of pieced out for most of the movie.
See, but it didn't explain that. I was like, who's saying it doesn't taste good, right?
Right.
That was the one thing they didn't explain to us nobodies. But besides that, they made it very, very, very easy without wasting too much time explaining things.
So you understood how, like, the plot worked. And
I understood how everybody's powers worked and everything and the point of everything and what everybody does with their time. Like, so that they did a good job on that, I will say. Like, and
so you felt like it was a good jumping on point.
Yeah. But it looked good and it sounded good.
Yeah.
The sound design, the sound design was incredible. The soundtrack,
the music.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah, it's Kensuke Ushio doing the soundtrack, who's also the composer for Dan Da Dan.
Well, there you go.
And, like, I kind of agree with a lot of people who said that this is his best soundtrack.
But also that, like, the actual sound design was extremely well done.
Yeah. Like, I can't fault any aspect of the cinematic experience.
Yes.
Like,
and that's all I can really comment on.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm yapping about that.
The sound effects were great. The
Beam was great.
The animation
was great. Beam was great.
Beam was Beam's the best. If you like Beam, maybe don't read more of Chainsaw Man. I don't know. If you like characters in Chainsaw Man,
it's fine.
Don't experience more of Chainsaw Man.
I'm a Jujutsu Kaisen fan. I know how that is.
Yeah. But yeah, Beam, he's just such
I liked the cat pawing at him when he was in the ground.
Yeah, Meowie. Oh,
no, not Meowie. I know who Meowie is.
Yeah.
But no, the random cat on the street when he met her in the in the booth.
The cat who, like,
it was bapping at him in the ground.
So for those who at home who have no idea about this movie at all, the plot, basically,
why you're watching this video is beyond me. But
yeah, the plot is Denji was a young boy in debt to the mafia.
See, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so he used his pet chainsaw dog to hunt demons for the mafia, and they paid him very little money, and he was basically their slave. And then one day they decided to kill him, but then his pet chainsaw dog was like, I love you, man. I just want you to live a normal life. I want to see you live a normal life, so I'm going to crawl inside your heart, turn you into a chainsaw man. And he turns into a chainsaw man and starts killing devils, and then he gets hired by this lady named Makima, who's like, you got to work for me and kill devils, or I'm going to kill you as a devil. They kill some devils. Eventually, Makima asks him on a date to the movies, which is kind of where this starts.
Where we start, yeah.
And he's just like, oh, I love Makima so much, and then he runs into this girl named Reze, who also he starts catching feelings for her. She's the same age as him. They have a lot in common. They're both really weird. Their meet cute is he vomits a flower up and gives it to her, and she loves it and she keeps it in a vase. And then it turns out that she is the bomb devil, and she's part of a group that's trying to murder Chainsaw Man and steal his heart for unknown reasons, who have shown up a couple times so far in the anime, but you don't need to know that to really appreciate.
Yeah. I got that there's some big bad that they're all trying to get ready to go after.
Yeah.
That gun devil.
Yes. Yeah, the gun devil is...
You know, they did a good job just like sprinkling that in there to be like, there is a big bad that we fear.
Yeah.
Without getting
to... The goal is to track him down. Aki's parents were killed by the gun devil. That's why he's all like... kill the gun devil. Power's just kind of along for the ride.
Yeah.
And not really in this movie, which is one of the big detriments, but Beam makes up for it.
Yeah, and Beam was there, so.
Beam is really good. And yeah, so they have a big fight for a while.
I don't think Beam's very popular, though, because I just realized they've had a Beam standee. They did a Family Mart collaboration or Lawson collaboration, and the Lawson collaboration sold out extremely fast, but our local Lawson has had one remaining Beam standee for like 4 weeks. I'm going to go buy that.
You should.
It's probably gone by now. But I just realized, I kept seeing him there. And I was like, does nobody like this guy? Because he's just been sitting here for so long. And the entire display's been empty and there's one singular lonesome Beam. So does nobody like this guy?
And now you've realized he's best boy.
But nobody likes him.
Man, I love the whole sequence where like Beam's like, Mr. Chainsaw Man, you can swing around on buildings like a chainsaw Spider-Man. And he's like, I can move with my chains. I'm going to ride you like a shark horse. And he's like, I'm not sure that's right. It's right, isn't it? Yes, sir, Mr. Chainsaw Man, you're a genius. And then that whole sequence is great.
I would like to make a one-off statement, which is that I thought that Typhoon baby was stupid.
It's a little stupid.
I thought the design was stupid and not a fun stupid. I was just like,
I think it's fun stupid, but
there's my controversial opinion of the video, maybe, or my hater ass opinion. I thought the baby was stupid.
That's a very hot take. I'm sure there's a lot of fans of Typhoon out there who are going to be real upset that you said
that I said the baby's stupid.
You said the baby.
That I'm a hater of the baby.
The big baby organ
thing.
Tornado.
Yeah.
Looks stupid. You know, that's a fair take. It's a good story, I think. You know.
Please share your thoughts on the story because I can't really share any of those since.
Well, I mean, I think it would be interesting to hear your thoughts on just like the self-contained arc of Denji falling for Reze manipulating Denji, but then also falling for him.
That's all that happens to him every time, though. That's the Denji cycle, isn't it? I feel like that's all I ever hear about him is him getting.
Well, no, there's only a few characters who he like actually falls in love with.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is just in general.
It's just Makima, Reze, and
that's all I ever hear about
Asa
from him.
in the new.
There's another one that he, fucking idiot. God damn.
I mean, he does repeatedly say every woman I've ever met has tried to kill me, and then he just goes for it anyway because he's down so bad. But like, you know, to be fair, he's a 16-year-old boy who's never had anything good in his life. You know, literally when Makima like recruits him, she's like, I don't know, you'd have like jam on toast, maybe an egg for breakfast and some coffee. And he's like, this is paradise. He's a really, really sad, broken kid, right?
Yeah, so I think perhaps it would have hit me harder if I
had the prior backstory.
Yeah, if I was invested in his backstory. Because I will say, while I expected the end, I was also just like...
You mean when Reze...
The fact when they both woke up on the beach.
Yeah.
And Beam.
And Beam. And Beam.
And Beam.
And Beam.
But, you know, I was just kind of like... You know, but like, I'm sure that would have been less eye roll if I had his backstory of him being I know he's a pathetic, dumb idiot, but like, perhaps that emotionally would have been like a little more. to me.
Yeah, I mean, he's really just looking for, above everything else, human connection, right? You know, it was him and his dog alone for most of his life, except, yeah,
Teacher, I have a question. Where's the dog?
in his chest.
No, I want to see the dog. Okay, I've always wondered why.
Why Pochita?
Yeah, is everywhere but not ever shown. Okay, that explains something.
Yeah, they got chopped up in a dumpster together, and Pochita was like, "I'm gonna bring you back to life by filling your body with chainsaws."
Okay. All right. I have wondered where the dog is, and I feel like I would care a little bit more about this series if the dog was around.
Yeah. I mean, the dog is around. He you know.
No, I mean around.
Yeah, I know.
Tangibly around.
I mean, the dog is around. His name is Denji. That's a running theme. He falls for any woman who calls him a dog. Like Makima does that when they first meet, and like Reze, one of the first things she says is, "You remind me of my dog who died." Remember?
Yeah. Right.
But like, yeah. So Denji, you know, he gets manipulated by women constantly, right? But the really tragic thing in this story is like Reze is sent to manipulate him, and she realizes, or unconsciously at first, but they're the same. She also was brought in by the KGB and turned into a human weapon. She's been through a lot of the same stuff as Denji, and like she sees that they're, you know, two of a kind, really, and she wants to help him, but you know, she's also got this mission to do, and she's got to, you know, fight public safety, and you know, it's tragic, and there, when I read the manga, it really got me, you know, when she decides to, like, at the end of the movie, spoilers, when she makes her choice at the end of the movie, and you realize, no, she really did care about Denji this whole time, that, like, that hits really hard. And, you know, the skinny dipping scene does too, but I feel like it's not necessarily a pacing issue with the movie, but, like, it wasn't emotionally resonating with me the way that the manga did so effortlessly. And this is a problem that I've had with the entire Chainsaw Man anime so far. It's good. It is a cinematically competent anime with good direction, good animation, great animation most of the time. I mean, this movie, the whole...
Good animation, great animation, the greatest.
Yeah. But, like, you know, the whole action climax of this movie is spectacular, right? You know, I would,
sorry.
You know, if you like seeing anime in theaters, I would recommend seeing it just for that big crazy action scene.
Yeah, visually it was some Mappa heat, if you would.
Yeah. No, they knocked it out of the park. But like, and also I think they animated the emotional parts effectively. You know, that horror sequence in the school is effectively creepy. And then you get the twist on it where Reze is like, kaboom, and you know, or I mean, she just snaps the guy's neck, but you know, like, she could have gone kaboom on him, but she was trying to keep it on the DL, so Denji wouldn't know. But because that's not a very stealthy power that she has. There's not a lot of like stealth kills that you can do as the Bomb Devil, but like, there were a lot of effectively animated sequences, and it's closer to the style of the manga and the presentation of the manga than the anime is. The anime goes for more of like a realistic style. That's kind of an awkward way to put it, because I mean, it's a cartoon still, but you know, it's more shaded. There's more of a sense of like depth, and this felt more 2D, if that makes sense. And you know, the opening shot is like literally straight out of the manga. It's a very impressive, that first shot of Denji's dream when he's walking down the alleyway. Very impressive stuff, but it just doesn't have the same oomph that reading the manga does. Tatsuki Fujimoto is a genius.
Who can levitate?
who can levitate, allegedly. But I mean, apart from the,
Do you doubt him? Allegedly.
you know, you're right. He definitely levitated at least once, but like he's a genius when it comes to manga. Like I think he might actually be, at least in the shonen space, the best paneler and layout artist working today. In terms of like actual artwork, I would say Kagura Bachi's a little better. And you know, Kagura Bachi does some very clever things with paneling too. But like Fujimoto just has a brilliant understanding of how to play with how a comic allows the artist to play with time, and how paneling can be used to evoke moods and immerse you in the story. And it just, there are all these little subtle touches in how this arc is executed in the manga that just weave together this beautiful emotional tapestry of feeling, you know, Denji's sense of betrayal when Reze turns on him, you know, feeling there's a little bit of that like Doki Doki shoujo romance in there, and it like weaves between these styles seamlessly, while each one is very striking in how it hits. And then you watch the movie and it's all kind of a piece. It doesn't have that same mind-bending, medium twisting genius to it. And that doesn't mean it's not good, right? Like I think it's an 8.5 out of 10. You know,
Oh, you added a 0.5 now.
I said it was a 0.5 earlier.
I don't know if you did.
I did. I like the movie. It just didn't hit the same emotional beats for me. And that was... Or it didn't hit as hard.
Do you think there's a chance it could have hit as hard if it were a season instead? Or half a season?
Like a few
if it was, yeah,
episodes?
if they had, yeah.
If they gave it like a hidden inventory.
If they didn't have to fit it into a movie run length.
Yeah, I think drawing out some of the emotional moments would have been more satisfying, you know, like giving us a little more time to live in that relationship with Reze and Denji before the twist. I think that would have helped. And I think as much as I love the big crazy action scene, I think that they could have achieved that by maybe cutting that down by maybe 15% and adding that to the emotional bookends of the story. I also just think it's a story that was purpose-built for manga, and you would need a cinematic genius on the same level as Tatsuki Fujimoto, who also completely gets the manga, to really capture the full scope of what's going on in this part of the story and the story as a whole. And, you know, that is something that I have felt through the whole anime. I like it, but I don't love it. And the manga is I go back and forth on this, but probably the best thing that's ever been published in Shonen Jump, period. In terms of just like mastery over the medium. You know, like it's a very short list of like One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Chainsaw Man are kind of...
Sorry, I keep yawning. It's really late at night right now.
Yeah. They're kind of my big three. And like...
You want to know my big three from Jump are?
Jujutsu Kaisen, and Haikyuu.
You got it! Oh my god, you're so smart.
And then The Promised Neverland.
Yeah.
But like Jujutsu Kaisen,
I don't want to compare them. I don't want to open that can of worms.
you can if you
I don't want
to.
I don't want to.
Okay, well I kind of want to. Because Fujimoto and Gege,
They are in a secret relationship together, we know.
they're really good friends. They swap yaoi manga all the time.
They've explored each other's bodies according to Twitter. Speaking of which, I did appreciate in sorry to pull your thoughts off of Tatsuki Fujimoto's genius, but I did enjoy when Denji was laying there thinking of all the women and imagining them in lingerie that they also threw Angel in there.
And Angel.
I also
like
liked seeing Angel in a compromising position.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, I distinctly remember when we were watching Aki and Angel hanging out, you going, yowie.
I don't know if I picked that up, but one more time.
Yowie. That's literally exactly.
I'm not investing in Aki Angel stocks, but I did tune in. I tuned in. My whole feed lately has been Aki Angel edits to one specific song. The "You're out of touch, I'm out of time." Na, 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 na,
You stop.
na.
You're gonna get a copyright claim.
My whole feed has been edits of them specifically to that. So I was expecting and waiting for that, and I was not disappointed.
Yeah.
I was not disappointed.
What did you think of Aki and his old coworker who wanted him to come back?
Yeah, no, I was not.
include your
I was
radar?
not. Nope, did not. That didn't even get the beepers beeping at all.
And Denji and Beam?
No, don't talk about Beam that way. No, Denji is. I don't know if this. He comes off as aggressively straight to me.
He's the straightest man.
He comes off as aggressively straight.
Yeah.
Homophobic almost.
I mean, literally
potentially.
the first thing he says to Beam is, "I'm not into guys."
Exactly, that's what I mean. He's aggressively straight. And don't talk about Beam that way.
Beam is just a treasure.
But I did appreciate not only seeing Angel in that compromising position. Thank you for that panel, that image. But I did enjoy that. I was there for that. I licked my fingers.
Their relationship of, I don't know if I could be friends with you, and then at the end he's like, I don't want you to die.
Yeah.
In front of me. Yeah. Fujimoto is woke.
We know. We appreciate a good Yaoi King lover. He loves. I appreciate it. That's all.
Yeah.
Back to how genius he is. Anyway, back to talking about Fujimoto and Gege exploring each other's bodies.
Right. Well, so the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen is, Gege has said this, he envisions the anime as he's drawing the manga. He very much sees the manga as a storyboard for the eventual anime. And that doesn't mean like Gege's bad at making manga by any stretch of the imagination. I think his paneling is solid, and he's got some, he's a great artist. When he has time to draw, and he's not like
under the fucking Shonen Jump weekly hell squeeze.
Yeah.
Abolish weekly manga. How about that?
I don't think
abolish weekly manga.
Give weekly manga.
Abolish weekly manga.
I just think every weekly manga should be on
like a cycle.
Oh yeah,
like a 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, or month on, month off.
Like what One Piece has. One Piece has 3 weeks on, 1 week off, 3 weeks on, 1 week off. This
is a discussion we should save for the podcast, because I have very strong feelings about #abolish weekly manga. So
yeah, no, I
is Chainsaw Man weekly right now? Sorry, I know for a while it wasn't, right? For a while it was on a different schedule. Now it's back to another schedule or something.
Yeah, I believe it's still weekly.
But for a while it wasn't. Right?
Yeah, no, it's on Jump Plus now.
Yeah.
It's on the digital version of Jump, and I think Fujimoto's allowed to take his time with it. I am a little behind right now. I like to leave 20 or so chapters and then binge it because it's a better binge, I feel, than it is a week to week follow. Although the first part of Chainsaw Man was great week to week, especially toward the end when it was like, what every chapter. But I believe it's still weekly.
I don't know. Can we get Editor Trey to fact check us and put it on the screen right now? Thank you.
Thanks, Editor Trey. You definitely get better art and quality of life from your mangaka when they have a little bit of time to work on their stuff. But I also think, the weekly shonen grind produces some really, really impressive stories. It just also burns the artists out if they're not Oda.
I have very, very strong feelings about weekly manga. Negative, strong feelings about weekly manga. So we'll talk about that another time.
We'll have a separate discussion about that. Yeah, so Gege, his approach is like building the manga to eventually be animated. And I think that really pays off. If you look at Jujutsu Kaisen, especially season 2, it's just like a cavalcade of great moments that work super well in anime and are like elevate, like they're great in the manga, right? But I think we can agree that like basically every beat of Hidden Inventory and Shibuya is elevated by being animated, having the voice acting, having the music kick in, the cinematic storyboarding. Whereas to me, like Chainsaw Man is still good when you translate it to cinema, right? Like I think it's fair to say that this movie had a similar level of energy and production value to Shibuya and Hidden Inventory, right?
Yeah.
Like I think they went about as hard at it. But
yeah,
there's just a lot of subtleties in how the manga is presented that don't make the jump to the screen. And the closest that I've seen any animator get to recreating that Fujimoto magic in a linear time-based format, as opposed to the timeless space that manga exists in, is Look Back. Which
Look Back was very good. I did enjoy that. Yes.
That's a 10 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was definitely really, really enjoyed that. Would have loved to see that in theaters. Was it ever in theaters? It was, right? Was it only film festival or was it in regular?
No, it was in regular theaters, but we couldn't see it because
Speaking of which, I want to have a small talk about the theater experience today.
Okay, we can.
I know. I'm saying I'm putting a pin in that.
Putting a pin in that. Look Back, I think, does a better job of playing with time, playing with art styles, and capturing what the manga did in a cinematic form. But I would still say that the manga is better, right? And like Chainsaw Man, it's a good anime. I definitely would not discourage anybody from watching the anime, right? I am going to keep watching the anime as a fan of the manga. But if you like the anime, you will love the manga, is kind of my take on that. And there's just a certain something that gets lost no matter what. And even Look Back lost a little bit of it. Like, Look Back is great. This is very, very, very good. There were moments that I felt captured it better than the TV anime here. Like, when Makima asks Denji on the date and all of the Denjis pop up behind him. There's like a lot of great moments that take advantage of the fact that it's animation that weren't there in the TV anime that was going for more of like a straight Hollywood cinematic style. But it's still not that je ne sais quoi. That, for me, I think really held back the experience. I also just got back from seeing a 10 out of 10 transcendent movie, Hyakuemu 100 Meters, which we really need to sit you down and watch that one, because it's gonna trigger your senses like crazy. That one's just about two rival 100-meter dash runners going from elementary school, where one of them's the slowest kid in class and one of them's the fastest kid in class, and he helps the slow kid learn how to run better, through their entire careers as 100-meter dash runners. And like, there's so many brilliant cinematic flourishes in that. There's this amazing one-shot take, and nothing in this movie hit me quite like that. The one thing that actually like got me was the movie within the movie. That one scene, like
yeah.
like I felt the emotions of that. I hadn't even seen the rest of the movie, but that was like very, very well executed. But like, I also thought Reze's, you know, when she kisses Denji, like the way the fireworks go off and stuff was a very cool moment. There's cool moments. I'm not saying it's a bad movie by any stretch. Like I don't want people to come away from this video thinking that I'm shitting on the Reze movie. I just think that the manga is a truly transcendent, impossible to replicate experience that you just need to read, and you have to go through it in the original form. You just can't get it in any other way. And I'm sorry to all of the American viewers out there. I know that your school system has failed you and you can't do that, but try.
Oh.
I'm sorry. No Child Left Behind.
Some of y'all should have been left behind.
It would have helped the others. So,
speaking of Americans, can we talk about the theater experience?
Sure. Okay, go ahead.
Because I have been doing nothing but enjoying the spoiled pleasures of the Japanese theater experience all summer long. I'm not ashamed of this. I saw Hidden Inventory in theaters 7 times. Okay?
That is why she stayed back in Japan. We'll
talk about that later. But I saw Hidden Inventory in theaters 7 times. I've seen Zero only once so far. In theaters, you've seen Zero. Yeah. But no, I'm talking about the Jap. I'm saying here in Japan, I saw Zero like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
And you're going back again.
Yes,
sure.
I am, because they're changing the theater benefits. That's how they get me. But anyway,
she actually bought a ticket while we were at the theater.
Well, we came out of Chainsaw Man, and I saw them handing out the new bonus because they just changed the bonus for Zero today. And I said, hold on a sec. And I opened the Toho website. I bought a ticket. I walked over. I scanned the thing. I took the book, and I did a loop, and I left. So I got my little book. I'm gonna go. There's still 2 more benefits too. They're doing 4 benefits for Zero, I think 4 or 3. Anyway,
because they know that you will come back.
They know me specifically
will come back for every single.
So
one.
I have been deeply spoiled by the Japanese theater experience, which is heaven. I would not go see movies in Canada with Jeff. To me, that was like a form of torture. I had to like really be doing Jeff a favor to go see a movie with him. Like that was him calling it a favor to be like, will you please go see a movie with me in theaters and not just wait for it to come out and watch it at home.
The sensory experiences.
I hate seeing movies in the West.
Because people
don't shut up. People are annoying. They won't get off their phones. I cannot stand when it's dead silent in a theater and all you can hear is...
And then
and then of someone shoving a handful of Skittles and popcorn at the same time into their face that they just dug for in a dead silent moment. Like I can't stand that, so I choose not to go. I also just don't like the anxiety that comes with being in Western theaters. I don't know what it is, but
I think you know what it is. I think we all know what it is. But, hi, Americans.
Yeah, but but like. The Japanese theater going experience is so respectful and it's comfortable and it's quiet, but this...
And you can buy a hot dog with potato salad on it.
Yummy. But this was the foreigner screening, unfortunately. This was a screening with this was one of the only screenings with subtitles, and the entire theater was foreigners. Not to say they're all tourists, but so many people took their phones out. I like, and it's all I can look at. It just distracts me, right? To see somebody pulling their phone out in front of me.
And not a single Japanese person will pull their phone out.
God, no.
Through the entire movie.
No.
Like,
and like,
they would not dare.
But, and like, people were just kind of louder and they sure were jiggling their snacks,
and this whole group of people, like 7
oh my god,
people?
wait, so many people came in late too. So many people came in late, and so many people, I know you gotta go take a piss, but so many people got up too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so many people were just getting up and down, and so many people who were sitting in the middle came in late, which means they had to walk across everybody.
After the movie started, like, I think after even the credits.
No, we were a good 10 minutes in when like a group of like 6 people came in and sat in the middle.
And just like, they all like shuffled across our like field of view. It was very... obnoxious.
Yeah, and not to be like perfect Japanese people would never, but it's less. Did it happen during any of my 7 hidden inventory screenings? No.
You did go to the cheer screening.
That's different. If there was a cheer screening for Chainsaw Man, I'd go back.
Yeah,
but
I would.
There won't. They wouldn't do that. That would be interesting. But also people left at the end.
Yeah.
And which is funny because there was a post-credit scene which they clearly didn't know. But like
Dummies.
That's another thing that people do here is even if there's no post-credit scene, you quietly sit through the entire credits
out of respect for the people who made the movie.
But also you just do, and like a large handful of people got up and left as soon as the credits started rolling. Like the lights are on. Anyway, it was not like the worst experience in the world. But me and my oh god no I still would do that experience, and it was also a very messy theater.
You will come see movies with subtitles with me again,
probably, but there's not many. It's so rare here. Yeah. That's the other thing. It was so full of foreigners because it's such a rare experience. Mm-hmm. Like it's so rare. They didn't do JJK with subtitles. It's super rare. Yeah. But it was I was definitely, my friend and I who went to all 7 screenings of Hidden Inventory with me kept being like
yeah, just like
it was definitely, but I don't want to sound like a whiner. It was just,
you don't want to be one of those people like, oh, gaijins.
Yeah but like I could definitely tell it was a theater full of foreigners,
of Americans. Like I mean
I just couldn't believe how many people took their phones out. I was like it was crazy to me.
There's a whole thing at the start where they're like, "Don't take your phone out."
I mean, every theater, even American theaters, do that. But yeah,
but I mean,
and like one of the guys,
theaters don't have a whole tokusatsu sequence.
I'll always love Camera Head Guy.
We got to get some Camera Head Guy merch.
There's definitely jabs with Camera Head Guy too. I feel like I've seen
Camera Head Guy. Oh,
I feel like I've seen those. But
Trey, please put a clip of the Camera Head Guy who tells you not to pirate stuff.
Please pirate a clip. Don't do that. Don't do that.
If there's a safe for work clip from a jab.
Don't do that. But anyway, and they weren't even like doing anything interesting on their phones either, like important, right? Like one of the guys who I could see his phone, he was just browsing Twitter. I was just like, what the fuck are you anyway, that's my little complainer of the day. Is I was like, damn, I just had a slight reminder of why
you don't like theaters.
Why I don't, and why I probably won't go to many subtitles. I mean, I'm sure they are not all like that, but
I mean, this one was also like there's a big appeal to American tourists who were just visiting.
Yeah, who knows how many of them were tourists and residents, but it was definitively all foreigners.
Not all foreigners, but there were a lot.
When I came in, I was looking and I was like, a whole lot of white people. A whole lot of white people.
Okay.
Anyway, that wasn't the end of the world, but it was no JJK experience.
Hey.
Man, I wonder what a cheer screening of Chainsaw Man would be like.
I think it would be a blast.
Cheer screenings here, I mean, it's what it sounds like, right? People are encouraged to shout things out. And you're encouraged to bring like a light stick and you cheer during certain scenes and stuff. Yeah, you're also encouraged to respond to certain things on the screen. Like if a character asks a question, your people will shout out an answer, right? Mm-hmm. Like if someone was like Denji Daijobu, everyone will be like Daijobu, back, or everyone will answer back instead of Denji, right? Like that's the kind of thing it is, and it's really fun. I would actually I wouldn't go back to see Chainsaw Man even if one of my friends wanted to go see it, but I think I would go back for a cheer screening.
I mean, that whole action scene would be so fun at a cheer screening.
There would be a lot of Beam!
He's such a good boy.
I'd have my light stick on blue for Beam. I'm sure he'd be blue.
Man, when it started raining and he was just like, water! He's definitely the highlight of the movie. I mean,
and now we're just yapping about whatever.
I mean, if we're talking about like small things I like, I also
just what are the little things you like?
Bomb Woman's whole design, it's great. I mean,
I actually don't like her or Chainsaw Man's faces. That whole dealio they got going on. That the whole design.
I love that. But I'm more talking about the
not wearing pants thing.
The peak character design.
The not wearing pants thing.
I mean, the animators really had fun with how naked she was.
Yeah.
And like that's That's also a theme of the movie, and like the entire series is like Denji is very, very horny, and
that he is. Even I know that.
A weapon against him all the time. But like, I mean, also, you know, the animators very clearly enjoyed the female character designs quite a lot. That one shot of power in Denji's fantasy.
Oh, the lingerie.
Yeah, the lingerie, where he's just like describing her as Eric Cartman, but you know, but that's
any other little scenes you want to shout out?
I mean, I really like the whole sequence of Denji and Makima going to the movies. I think that was what hit me emotionally the most out of the whole experience, right? I like Denji and Reze going skinny dipping in the pool. Like that's like a beautifully directed sequence. And you know, you can feel the feelings developing between them. Like it's very well executed. When the killer comes after her in the school, that's a nice spooky thing. And if I had not already read the manga, I feel like the twist of like, oh, she gets him, you know, because it's framed like, you know, Denji's just kicking back in the classroom, just like, oh, I'm in love with two girls, what do I do, right? And then, you know, it cuts back and forth to her being chased screaming through the school hallways by a guy with a knife. That's like classic horror movie stuff. But then she like does all that crop.
Oh, you mean that she takes him out? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's a good like little inversion. And I mean, they do kind of foreshadow that when you see that like shot of her like washing her hands and looking all like, you know, they don't show her face.
Yeah, she looks a little. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they make her and
I did say I picked up on her being on that being a thing, her little choker thing on the side.
Yeah, when you saw the grenade pin.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't know what she was, but I knew that was.
Yeah, I mean, they actually tease that in the opening credits. I really like the opening credits of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, the whole dragging power out of the house. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her. She's going to take blood out of me. And we don't see how Makima takes blood out of power, but probably was not pleasant. Definitely was not pleasant. Probably didn't even use needles. Probably just like...
Who knows?
Bled her out.
Who knows?
There wasn't enough power in the movie. I mean, you know, she's just not in this arc very much. But like, I did like it. I really enjoyed at the beginning and end literally every single moment that Power was on screen, because she's just a delightful character. The other thing is it's like a Denji alone story, right? Like this is Denji off on his own with Aki doing his own thing.
With Aki up to yaoi shenanigans.
Yeah. You know, the core trio is a big part of the appeal of the anime specifically, right? Like they've got really good chemistry between those actors. And, you know, I think Denji and Reze had really good chemistry too. I don't know the actress who played Reze off the top of my head, but she did a really good job. But yeah, I don't know. It just...
I'm still holding out. I mean, I still don't have a rating for it. I don't know why I don't have a rating for it.
Gun to your head.
Take me out. Like,
you can't...
Gun to my head.
8 out of 10?
No, that doesn't...
7?
No, but I also don't... I just don't have a rating for it. Would I go to another screening even if one of my friends wanted to go? Probably not.
Would you recommend that your friend go see it, though?
Yeah. And, like, again, I didn't find myself checking my watch or feeling like, damn, this is still going. Like...
Yeah, no, it's a very briskly paced movie.
Yeah, but, like, I also left not particularly hankering to...
read more Chainsaw Man.
Or watch more or anything.
Which is... You just gotta read the manga and then you'll get it, baby.
Sorry, I gotta reread Jujutsu Kaisen for the 50th time. I'm busy, sorry.
Even Gege would tell you.
I'm busy, sorry.
To go read Chainsaw Man, then
like,
I'm such a hack. Fujimoto's so much better than me.
Let's explore each other's bodies.
Yeah. Gege has very low self-esteem, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
He's a genius too.
No, sorry, I got fan fiction to read.
Okay, that's fair. I'll get you on it one day.
One day you'll accidentally, wink wink, unplug the internet and be like, oh no, the internet is out.
And-
How convenient that I have every chapter of Chainsaw Man downloaded on my phone.
There's nothing else we could do right now. And then you'll be like, Jeff,
I'd say, Jeff, I keep 15 AO3 tabs open at all times. I'm fine.
How'd that work out for you when we were going through that tunnel?
No, they kept reloading.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, that's that. I didn't hate it. I had a fun time.
Yeah. So you liked it, didn't love it.
Yeah. I would not consider myself a Chainsaw Man fan, but I had a fun time.
7 out of 10?
I don't know. Don't put me on the spot like this. It's too much pressure. I don't have enough feelings towards it to come up to give it a rating.
That sounds like a 5 out of 10.
No.
But that's not.
No, that's purely just because I'm not invested in it. Yeah.
You didn't hate it, but like you had a fun time.
I did. I don't have any complaints about it.
I would say Yazzie not checking her watch or anything through
or just in general not getting my ADHD itch of, oh my god, it's still going.
That puts the baseline at least a 7.
Yeah,
I'd say.
that's what I'm saying. Is like I got
Did you feel things during the romantic parts?
No, but I think I probably would have if I cared about Denji more.
Yeah. I mean, like
if I had more attachment to the patheticness of Denji, then I probably would have, right?
Yeah. For me,
the only time I felt any kind of feeling was when Aki was like, how much of my life did I just lose?
It's 2 months to hold his hand for a couple seconds.
Yeah, then I was like, I had just a single little hiccup, but like that's probably the only time I felt any strong emotion during it was the damn look on Aki's face when he was taken in that he lost 2 months, and then they hugged. I'm still not investing in Aki Angel stocks, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's not a bad ship though.
Oh no, I just don't care. Yeah. That's all.
You're brain rotted for one specific ship, which is literally emblazoned on your body twice over, and then also just a random choso.
Hey, don't speak about him like that.
Boy.
I got some room for Beam. I'll put him right there.
Hey, that's.
Hey Jeff, you want your first tattoo to be Beam? For me?
Just get a beam for you.
For me.
I mean, you could actually get like a pretty good beam tattoo going with like, if you create an effect of him like dipping out of your arm or something.
That would actually be pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our thoughts on Chainsaw Man. Right?
I think it's a good movie. I
had fun.
If you like Chainsaw Man, or even if you're curious about Chainsaw Man, I would encourage you to go check it out. But beyond that, I would say if you like this movie, read the manga. If you love this movie, definitely read the manga.
And also, Yazzie, read the manga is what you want.
Yazzie, please read the manga. Read the manga, please. Bye.